Yo, what is great in the state? Welcome to Smash the Match. Shout out to everybody that's watching live on YouTube. We're streaming live on Twitter. We're streaming live on Facebook and in our Smash the Mat discussion group. You know what I'm saying? I am the radio rock star, the radio rap star, the fade runner, your favorite DJ's favorite DJ, the voice of choice that makes the ladies noise. Mr. Damn, he does that too. I am G Money.
And of course, I am your favorite DJ's favorite wrestler. Aha! See what I did there? See what I did there? Mr. Magnificent.
And it is I, the very best in talk wrestling. It's me, DB. Damn it.
It's him, DB.
He's here.
Damn it.
He is here. You know what I'm saying?
Queen
And he's got the Christmas cup.
The queen is dead, y'all.
The queen is dead.
Yeah.
The queen is dead, and we don't celebrate deaths.
No, we don't.
But we're not gonna mourn her either.
No, not that either.
Yeah. and if you don't know why, and if you want to know why, look.
We got
if
news.
you don't know now that this ain't that kind of show.
This ain't that show. Let me tell you, I can't wait for Tony Khan to come out and say, hey, I got an announcement for the tournament for the new Queen of England.
That seems to be the type of time that man is on for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Welcome to another episode. You know what? I have a really funny photo that deals with the Queen of England, and you give me like 38 seconds and I'm gonna find it. Well, I found it, but welcome.
So we had a busy weekend.
Yes, well, man, look, this week has been this is a week, boy.
Yeah. It felt
And
like a
crazy,
WrestleMania weekend.
The crazy thing about this week is like it didn't even really involve the wrestling.
No. But we're gonna start with the wrestling first before we talk about what really happened.
Yeah, because I really feel like everything, all the ridiculousness overshadowed the wrestling.
It was a great weekend for actual wrestling. First of all, we had 3 great pay-per-views, and started off on Saturday at early in the damn morning with Clash at the Castle.
It did.
Yeah.
You said early in the morning. I was like, wait, what time did it start? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was early.
So before we start, I just want you guys to see this.
Too soon.
Look, Undertaker is calling. The Undertaker's calling for the Queen.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Damn.
All right.
Damn.
Wow. Okay.
Timely. I loved it.
Excellent. All right. So Clash at the Castle. It is the first, what is it? The first show in Wales, WWE, in over 30 years.
Yeah,
Hot crowd,
Cardiff.
62,000. I'm going to get this number wrong. 62,294 people.
96.
62,296 people. My God. Was that crowd not hot?
You know,
Yes.
for the first show overseas in a long time, it was just amazing. It was just amazing. And they were ready for some wrestling.
They was ready for some wrestling. Look,
some good wrestling.
There was one thing that I was expecting when this show started. One thing that I was expecting, and as soon as the first match happened, it happened. Oh, Bailey, ha! I want to know.
Would you be my girl?
Look, y'all know I'm a diehard NXT. Well, I was a diehard NXT fan.
Yeah,
and anytime they went anywhere like that, Bailey would get those chants and the sings. It was great. But this time she was heel, so she wasn't trying to have it. But they didn't care. They didn't care if you was heel or not. They're like, hey, look, we haven't seen you in so long. We're going to sing to you, and you're going to like it.
Heck yeah. They said they bought the tickets. They're going to do what they want to do.
So quick rundown in the pre-show. There was a 6-man tag team match that started off. It was Madcap Moss, that dude, and the Street Profits defeating Austin Theory and Alpha Academy.
I didn't even know that happened.
Yeah, it happened on the pre-show. It was a solid match. And then it went to the 6-woman tag team match to open the show. Damage Control. The group officially has a name now, which is Damage Control. Bailey, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky defeated Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka. And Bailey pinned the EST. This was her first time being pinned.
And how long? It's been like 300 days, right?
It's been like 300 days. It's been a long time.
She's been crazy dominant, man. Yeah. Crazy dominant. It's wild. Yeah. So I just want to run through some of these because, the match. Well, I don't know if I could call this the match of the night, but this next match.
It was a great match. Oh, yeah.
That match was okay. The 6-woman tag was okay.
Now, Dave Meltzer says this next match is
here we go. Somebody always mentioned Dave's Meltzer.
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to mention Dave because he never talks about WWE, but he called this one of the best WWE matches in history. And honestly, I cannot disagree with him. This was a great match. There was no question.
Not only was it one of the best matches in WWE history, this to me was Sheamus's best match, period. Like, I know he did the promo about banger after banger after banger, but this was the match. Like,
honestly,
I think this was easily, not even close. This was easily Sheamus's best match.
Yeah.
100%.
I can hands down say it. So Gunther, champion. He first, let's talk about what went down. First, he revealed. Oh,
yes. I forgot about that.
He brought back. Let's show the people what he did. What did he did?
Where is it?
Yeah,
I know it should be in there.
It should be in there.
Yeah, you gave me 30 pictures.
I did. It was a busy weekend. I'm sorry.
It was.
I was like, yo, you gave me, man, look. There's so many of them.
Yes. And I know he's wearing like a black jacket in that one, which by the way, I'm loving that Triple H is little by little just undoing everything. Yes.
There the Imperium.
Imperium has returned. Giovanni Vinci got the call up to the main roster, and they got their black jackets on. Their Imperium again. Of course, this was the group started by then known as Walter, adding the whole crew together to make the group. The only one missing is Alexander Wolf, who's no longer on the WWE roster, but this has been epic. This has been great. Oh, see the man, Bryant. Bryant, it's good to see you, as always.
Shout out to everybody that's watching.
We appreciate you.
We see Bryant. We see my man, Big Mike. I see Harry. I see the rest of the guys that says Facebook user, so I know they watch him from.
I think that's our boy D-Mac.
Oh, D-Mac. Oh,
yeah,
man. Salute.
Yeah, I think that's our boy D-Mac.
D-Mac in the building.
Man himself.
I love it.
Who likes to talk trash? We love you, bro.
Absolutely.
And you know what? Who's gonna tell him otherwise?
Yeah. Who's gonna tell him otherwise? You
not
try to
this
tell
guy.
him. You try to tell him not to talk trash. Guess what? He can talk trash if he wants to.
That's right.
You ain't gonna tell him not to. Damn it.
You don't play around.
Gorilla.
Facts though.
Gorilla.
Speaking of gorillas, we had 2 albino gorillas going at it in this match.
Yeah. Gunther
these
versus
Sheamus were beating the crap out of each other. Like this is like that was like
it was insane.
This was like a legit fight.
Yeah, Cole said it on commentary. He's like, this is a big boss fight, like a hoss fight. Yes. And as Big E once said, there was big meaty men slapping meat. Okay.
There was a lot of meat slapping going on.
That's a whole lot.
Meat. Okay. It wasn't about work rate.
What we don't care about that.
We don't care about work rate.
Huh.
We don't need a 60-minute classic match.
Two
Two meaty men
with big chests.
with big chests and big muscles. Bumping meat.
Bro, that match was so good, man. Like I had absolutely no faith in Sheamus winning, but like it was so
Just a great match.
that I thought at times that like damn, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he can pull this one out.
You know, Sheamus still is eluded by the Intercontinental Championship because Gunther he took he took Sheamus down. Okay.
Yeah. Look, if you notice, like I don't think Gunther's been manhandled like he was with Sheamus. Like
that's true.
Like he said, boy was running, man. He was running. You know, he came back with it though, but he finished him with a sick lariat. My God, sick lariat.
That was the only way he was going to take him down.
Yeah,
made me question my whole wrestling career. Seeing
he did a great job of working the lower back of Sheamus because Sheamus was ready for the bro kick, but Gunther worked that lower back so much it played off in his favor. He couldn't get the move off.
But it was such a great match, and it sounds like it's not over. And I'm intrigued to see what happens on SmackDown. Good. All right, next up, Liv Morgan taking down Shayna Baszler for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Honestly, I was pleasantly surprised. It was a solid match. I didn't think it was the best, but it was solid. I can't say no qualms to that.
I was not pleasantly surprised. Like the fact that they got Liv out here. I don't care who trained her. Like the fact that she's hanging with Shayna Baszler in the submission game. GTFO. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Well, she pinned her, so
I know she pinned her, but still,
I don't buy that match at all.
Well, her reign continues.
It does.
Unfortunately,
they better get what they get out of this because I fear this is going to be another Jinder Mahal situation. You give somebody a championship hoping things are going to work out, and when it doesn't work out and they take the belt off them, they'll never see it again.
Here's the thing. The problem with Jinder, they should have turned him face.
See the problem, and I like Jinder.
Well,
they
don't hinder the Jinder.
They should have turned Jinder face. And honestly, because people were hyped that he won because they didn't expect it.
Out of nowhere.
It was out of nowhere.
He deserved, like, as hard as he worked, he deserved. All I know is I just didn't really care for his finisher.
Yeah.
The
Colossus.
Didn't like the Colossus, but everything else, I was down with Jinder.
Yeah, I love the entrance. I thought he looked the part, man. Yeah, it was legit. Next up on the list was a tag team match. Edge and Rey Mysterio team up for the first time in years. They're former tag team champions, and they took down the Judgment Day. But the big thing that we talked, that the big moment happened during this very match. The world called it. The world called it. Everybody knew it was coming.
Come on, man.
This wasn't.
Stevie Wonder saw this coming.
Let me have this one.
Okay. I guess Mr. Magnificent
saw this one coming.
Called this one along with every other person.
Like it was a
but
shot.
He called it. He did call it.
Yeah, he did.
Thank you.
Now, this is the meme of the year. I'm going to be using this for everything. Seeing Judgment Day laugh. They were cracking up because Dominic Mysterio, he turned on not just Edge, but his own father, Rey Mysterio. Oh, well, we're speculating. We're speculating. Even if there was some issue, technically Rey Mysterio won the match. So
he did win the custody of Dominic.
He did win the custody.
So you're correct.
He did win the custody. We don't know if that's his biological father, though. But then again, looking at young Rey Mysterio photos, I don't know. Him and Dominic look a lot alike. I'm just saying.
All I know is, regardless whose son it is, it's definitely Conan's godson.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Orale. Viva la raza.
All right, so next match after that. Oh, Seth fucking Rollins.
Yeah, Seth fucking Rollins.
Seth, S-E-F-F.
That's right. against
Seth
Matt Riddle.
Rollins. Now, of course, this was the fallout of that epic moment where he called Riddle a bitch on national television. He told him that his wife left him. Okay, so we are already on that follow-up. Riddle, he tried his best, but Seth won in his first pay-per-view match since like how long did they say? It's like I think since he beat Cesaro. Yeah, that was the last time he won on pay-per-view. It's Seggy.
Was that WrestleMania?
Yeah, it might have been WrestleMania.
Yeah, because Seth has the most losses.
Yes.
The most losses in the WWE this year.
But that goes to tell. But that goes to show you.
He's the most over.
And just like I was telling somebody else, it doesn't matter how often a heel loses as long as he gets his heat back. As a heel, you need to get your heat back. It doesn't matter if you lose. You can lose the match, but if you get your heat back, it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't matter at all.
Those that know what I mean, you know what I mean. But I'm just saying, when you get your heat back, it doesn't matter. Perfect example. He lost to Cody Rhodes 3 times.
Post this.
Hold up.
The bottom comment there.
Hey.
Swerve.
That's right.
Classic.
That's right.
Classic.
That's right.
LJ is correct. Cesaro did beat Seth, but I think he beat him at it was WrestleMania Backlash or Extreme Rules or something.
It wasn't Backlash.
Whatever the fallout.
Because that's when. What am I talking about? Cody faced Seth at WrestleMania.
No, it was like WrestleMania, like a year ago. Where you talking
about last year? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was like Seth's last win on a pay-per-view.
Well, no, all I'm saying is, Cody lost to Seth. Seth lost to Cody all those times, but you know what happened, right? Like he got his heat back with that attack on Raw. Then, he lost, but he got his heat back. Even though he lost those 3 matches after that heinous attack that shelved Cody Rhodes, it put him back as the top heel in the company. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. The last time Seth won was Hell in a Cell. I'm thinking it was Hell in a Cell.
Last pay-per-view match he won?
Yeah. Was defeated. Yeah, we'll have to look it up. We'll have to get the exact, but it's been a long time.
That is the definition of a company man. That boy be taking them losses.
He don't care. Because he knows he's good.
And he's keeping his heat.
Yes.
Keeps his heat.
All right.
Green. It's all about the money.
but the match in general was a really great match.
It was really good.
And I think I like the way that Matt wrestled angry.
Yeah.
Matt Russell, he wrestled angry with all the stuff that went on. You can't just come in there and just have like a regular lockup, take the wrist, shoulder tap like that. No, bro, you got to come in there, ball of fire. And he kept that fire the whole match.
Yeah.
And it worked for Seth because he strategized. He used the anger against him. That shows that, maybe he is a visionary. Maybe he is a revolutionary because he didn't just beat Riddle, by outmaneuvering him. He outsmarted him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about.
Now the main event, of course.
Oh, yes.
For the undisputed WWE Universal Championship.
Lord. This was
First the big thing. Yeah. First the big thing. We saw the return of Broken Dreams. Now, this was Drew McIntyre's debut song. They had a whole epic thing that went through his whole career from like before WWE to now. It was epic, like great entrance. But of course, he faced off with the one and only, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion,
bro.
The Tribal Chief. The big dog, the leader of the bloodline. He's in God mode.
Not the tribal chief. Your tribal.
He's your tribal chief. He is the tribal chief. He is the tribal chief of the world, of all entertainment. The head of the table, Roman Reigns.
This is facts.
Yes.
Matter of fact. Super facts. And man, talk about a match, bro. This was a really great match.
It was a good one. It was a good one.
It had me thinking that maybe this is the time.
But sadly, no.
It was not.
Yeah. Now there was a lot of things that happened between Austin Theory running to the ring, getting ready to cash in his Money in the Bank, but Tyson Fury, former boxing heavyweight champion, knocked him out. It's
the hell
out.
Knocked him the hell out.
An epic moment. All is lost. We think Drew might have the win, and then the ref gets pulled out by the one and only Solo Sikoa. That is the Usos' little brother, so I will call him Solo Uso from now on.
Solo Uso.
Who is Rikishi's other kid, because Rikishi was just like, I'm copy and pasting 3 times.
Look,
like
Rikishi, let me tell you about Rikishi. Rikishi doesn't pull out of driveways. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't pull out couches. He doesn't pull batteries out of a remote.
He also don't know how to drive in general because he be hitting people like Stone Cold.
But most importantly,
but he did it. He did it for the people.
He did it for the Rock. And he did it for the people.
I'm just saying.
So we know that. But he of course joined in on this bloodline. I still am mad that NXT didn't do the debut like I wanted them to. I wanted them to show like Roman's truck pull it up outside.
Yeah.
And then Solo's walking to his car, and then Roman rolls down the windows. He's like, "Get in! I'm calling you up." And then he heads on. Like that's what I wanted so badly. I wanted that. So
we don't work by those rules. We do what I say.
Yeah. He's like, I'm not. Sean didn't say I'm called up. No, I said I'm calling you.
I said you're called.
I said you're calling up. You're called up. We've already got your stuff. Get in the car. You're coming to Smackdown.
Yeah,
so,
who needs an EVP of a company when
and
you
don't
got
touch
Roman
nothing?
Reigns?
Sit in the car.
Yeah. No, Tribal Chief is higher than the EVP. We know that for a fact.
Oh, definitely,
hands down. Like that's his company.
What's
He
up,
said
Mike?
it's.
How you doing?
What's up, Mike? But for sure, I'm excited to see what happens tomorrow night on SmackDown, especially now that the bloodline grows. It's like every year it grows further and further, you know. Sadly, the night ended with Tyson Fury and Drew McIntyre singing American Pie.
Yeah. I was.
It's like you want to send the crowd home happy, even though. Even though.
I know this is like the most criticism Triple H has gotten. It was like, oh, he lost in his hometown, bro. In any other situation, Drew would have went over.
Yeah,
but this is Roman motherfucking Reigns.
He is almost at how many days did they say he's been
700 something?
He's not losing the title anytime.
7 something, bro.
It's like
I'm telling you, the belt off him just to take the belt off him. Nah, you got to make it mean something.
Yes, the only way I can see it now, and I think it's hot take time. The only way I could see it happening is if there's a triple threat match of some sort, or he's going to lose it at the Royal Rumble of some in a random match to get it off the belt just to set up him versus The Rock. So I think it's pertinent with that. I really don't think they're going to put the title in that match because it's way too much, but we'll see. So
way too much and not needed. That's just like I said, overkill.
Yeah.
Like The Rock in itself would be big enough, in any match, but Rock versus Roman, that's epic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You definitely don't need the belt in there. It took me forever to find that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was it.
Now the press conference was pretty funny afterwards, where Roman, he walked up, didn't say anything. And when the person asked a question, and he stood up and he said, "Acknowledge me." And they said, "I acknowledge you." And he said, "You're goddamn right." And then he walked off. It was amazing. It was amazing. That was amazing. I was like, this man, he is untouchable. No. I don't care if he continues winning and beating people, okay? Because this is amazing. This is how you do it. That's how you build a next level superstar. And so, yes, he deserves an off day. I don't give a shit. So he ain't gonna, and guess what? He ain't gonna be at Extreme Rule. Deal with it. All right. He's going home. He's going home
not.
to his damn kids. It's like 4, 6 kids that he got.
That's going to be national tribal
because he's another member of the no pullout gang.
Yeah, I think it's a Samoan thing. Like that's just in their
it
blood.
Could be. They build big families.
Yeah, they're like, well, that's what we're doing.
10,000 of them.
Like we beat people up and we have kids. That's what we do.
And
I dare you to say something to them because I ain't.
You know what I'm saying? So let's go to let's stick with NXT. Let's go with stick with WWE. Let's go to NXT because we was at the fair, so I missed this whole show. So
yeah, I did watch it back.
I missed it as well.
I watched it back. This was Worlds Collide, which of course is the NXT's big show where NXT UK and normal NXT face off. But this time it's the end of NXT UK, so all the belts are being fused. Because they further announced that coming in 2023 is NXT Europe.
Yes, NXT Europe is on the way.
So in the opening match, which honestly, this is another match of the weekend candidate. It was great. Honestly, if you have not seen it, I highly recommend Carmelo Hayes. If you want to talk about next level new talent, this is. I have never seen a superstar that is more close to the new school Shawn Michaels than this man, and he's black.
Melo don't miss.
Melo don't miss ever. Like first he came out and he had jerseys on the screen of every talent that he beat. Like he had Pete Dunne, he had Roderick Strong, he had freaking Cameron Grimes. Johnny Gargano, and then the last one popped up on the screen, and it was Ricochet.
He called it shot.
Like, how do you have WrestleMania entrances in the Performance Center? In NXT.
In the Performance Center, yeah.
Melo don't miss. Well, Carmelo Hayes, of course, accompanied by his lovely partner and amazing, he bowed it, Trick Williams.
Trick Williams.
Bout it.
I just don't understand how, like, Trick has got to be like, he's under 30. This is for sure.
Yeah.
He's under 30.
Yeah.
Where did he come? Where did you find Bout It, bro?
He brought Bout It back.
We ain't said that since we was in high school.
He brought it back. He brought it back. He said, we brought it back.
It's like you're using dead technology.
Yeah. He brought it back.
Bro. Master P, like, damn, we don't even say that.
Yeah, Master P.
But to the younger crowd, it's brand new.
Yeah. All comes back.
Yeah.
And he faced off with Ricochet. Great match. Melo don't miss. He won.
Yeah, right. Yes, sir.
He is still your NXT North American champion. Then in the next match, this was a big one. It was a fatal 4-way tag team elimination match to unify both the NXT Tag Team Championships and the NXT UK Tag Team Championship.
I was looking forward to Gallus winning this, but
Yes, Gallus facing off with Brooks Jensen and Josh Briggs, who are the NXT UK champions, accompanied by Fallon Henley. Gallus, of course, being comprised of Mark Coffey, Wolfgang, and Joe Coffey.
Wolfgang?
And the winner, accompanied by Lash Legend, is Pretty Deadly, Elton Prince, and Kip Wilson. Yes, boy. Yes, boy.
Oh, boy.
Yes,
Pretty
boy.
Deadly, man.
So now they are both the 2-time NXT champions and the 2-time NXT UK champions. Like, so they're 2-2. Dose, which they're amazing. I don't know if you saw that picture of the kind of light-skinned black guy who was staring. But show him.
Him?
Yes.
I was wondering who this was.
Yes, that's Damon Kemp. He of course, was the difference maker in this match. He turned on the team of the former
Diamond
NXT
Mine?
Tag Team Champions, the Diamond Mine.
Okay, yeah, I do recognize him now. Okay, I didn't.
Yes,
I was like, why are you sending pictures of rappers here, bro?
Yes. Damon Kemp, he was the difference maker. Now, Diamond Mine's had a lot of issues, and they've been blaming Roderick Strong, but it's been Damon Kemp this whole time. Because earlier in the night, Roderick Strong was beat up. He was laid out in the parking lot and got taken away in an ambulance. And they were wondering what happened. And Damon Kemp turned on Diamond Mine members, Creed Brothers.
It was me, Austin.
Yeah,
it was me.
That's exactly all along. And he hit Julius Creed, the cool one, in the back with a chair, and it caused Pretty Deadly to win. So there's a lot of good follow-up from that with NXT. Now, Damon Kemp, he's the brother of Gable Stevenson, who was the Olympic gold medalist. Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's his brother. But he debuted first. Like they're both wrestlers, collegiate wrestlers. It's just Gable Stevenson was the one that won the gold medal.
Damn.
So, yeah.
You know, now that they do look alike.
They look like brothers. And he can wrestle. Like so this guy. Yeah. This guy's something, let me tell you, already. And he's already turning on people. So I don't know.
Okay.
Now, next up is is the first of the 2 main event triple threat matches. Well, there's 3 more. I don't know. But Mandy Rose, your NXT Women's Champion, defeated Meiko Satomura, the final boss, the NXT UK Women's Champion, and Blair Davenport to win the match. Mandy. Yeah. Or no, in this case it's Toxic. So Mandy Rose won.
Yes.
And her reign continues. Like, let me tell you, since she came down to NXT, she's been killing
Has it been a year?
It's been a year. It's been a year and some change. I feel like Shawn Michaels has had three superstars that he's built in NXT 2.0. And he was like, they're my people. They each have a piece of my gimmick, and they're going to be superstars. So next up, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, the life of the party. They defeated Doudrop and Nikki ASH for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. Now, the difference maker was Toxic Attraction members Gigi Dolan and Jason Jane. They caused Nikki ASH not to be able to slide in so she could break up the pin. So, because they felt like they should have been in that match. Hey, that's on them. And in our main,
I'll say they're slowly but surely breaking up.
Yeah.
Drop. Yeah, we'll get there.
They're a makeshift team anyway.
Well, we'll see. And in the main event, Braun Breaker, the NXT champion, defeated NXT's first and last NXT UK champion, Tyler Bate.
And for some reason, Mr. Magnificent just knew Tyler Bate was going to win that match.
Yeah, he was believing. For some reason. He was believing.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So, you're welcome for being wrong. As fuck. Okay.
Hey. So, all right. So again, Shawn Michaels, 3 main people in 2.0: Carmelo, Mandy, Braun. Those are his 3 people. He's building them to be mega superstars before they get on that main roster. So I bet none of the 3 go until Royal Rumble or something, or like they ain't getting called up anytime soon because those are his people.
So. Yeah. So look, now let's slide on across to AEW. Now look, I'm gonna just say this. I didn't get a chance to watch All Out because 1, I'm cheap, and I was gonna buy the pay-per-view, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. I tried to find a stream. Streams I found weren't hitting like that. Only saw the main event and a piece of the Jericho match.
Let's just say your boy DB always has a way. You should have asked me.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
I was definitely extra cheap.
Yeah,
I was thinking about like if we didn't spend all day at the fair, I definitely would have went to Millstone 14 to watch the show. But then I saw like after we did the prediction show, there's like 14 matches on the card. How long was that show? It was about 5 hours.
It felt like 7. It felt like 12-hour show.
Like,
which is my problem with AEW.
Overkill.
God, that show is so long. Their shows are so long. There's no reason to have this many matches. Okay, it's like the participation
can't be on the show, bro.
It's a participation award pay-per-view, basically. Like, can y'all stay home? All right. You know, I'm gonna start releasing people, okay? And I don't work for the company.
That show could have been like 3 pay-per-views.
It was ridiculous.
Easily.
It could have did 2 nights.
It was ridiculous.
And it's crazy because Tony Khan said afterwards that, you know, he said last year they expected this All Out to beat last year's All Out. but it didn't because of all the competition. And he was like, "Oh well, last year we was the only wrestling show during Labor Day. This time we were the third wrestling show during Labor Day weekend." And he's like, "We can counter." He's like, "Well, we're gonna we have ways to counter program." Yeah, if you'd have made this show 2 nights, that would have been it. That would have been, you could have did half of it Saturday and the rest on Sunday. 2 3-hour shows, great.
It still had less matches than both WWE shows. Like
put together combined. Exactly. That's crazy.
It's insane.
And that's crazy to point that out about it being, the third pay-per-view on that weekend, because your product is either good or it's bad. And if it's good, it's going to draw regardless to what other pay-per-views or what other shows are on. So that's not valid.
Yeah, not valid at all. At all. Well, so
just run through a few, bro. 14 matches, dog. Just run through some of them.
All right. Well, just say how about this? I'm gonna run through. You if you find something, if we find something we really need to talk about, let's kind of stop, but we'll kind of keep it quick. All right,
cool.
All right. So the Jericho Appreciation Society, Sammy Guevara and Ty Mello, defeated Ortiz and Ruby Soho. Now, the only big thing about this is Ruby Soho possibly has a broken nose.
She does have a broken nose.
Oh, she does. Okay. Which I will say, Ty Mello, you have to be careful because her legs are legit weapons. This woman is trained in jiu-jitsu.
Like, question, didn't they just have this match on Rampage?
Yes, they did.
So you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
You just did your pay-per-view match 2 days before the pay-per-view on TV?
Yes.
All right. Okay, let's go.
Yes. I will say Tay Mello is great because she was like, "Are you okay?" And then she told the ref to check on her, so that's good protection of your.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Your
things happen.
Things happen, and this is not ballet, as a wise man once said.
That's right.
All right, keeping it rolling. Hook. We sit Hook, and he defeated what is it? Cool Hand Angelo Parker? Is that his nickname? Yeah, Cool Hand Angelo Parker, a 2.0 by submission. And of course, the one and only Action Bronson.
I'm not going to lie to you. No, actually, it wasn't me. I saw a tweet. I saw a tweet that said when Action Bronson ran into the ring, he said he thought it was Bray Wyatt. And
there's so many people that thought that. There's so many people. But yeah, of course.
I ain't going to front. I didn't even know that was Action Bronson at the time. I was like, who the hell is that?
Now, they showed him during Hook's entrance because Hook's entrance theme is Action Bronson's song. So he did dap him up. And then when 2.0 was beating up Hook, Action Bronson slid in the ring and did like some legit moves. And now coming soon, there's a big match. So you'll see that. JD Madonna. Oh, yeah, we're going to get to that soon. That's from this week's NXT.
Okay. Okay. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, that was from this week's NXT. We'll talk about that. Keeping it moving. Pac defeated the returning Kip Sabian for the AEW All-Atlantic Championship. Now, Kip Sabian has had a box on his head, and Ken didn't realize that he was sitting behind him in the crowd because he sure enough does not pay attention to AEW things. So, yes, Kip Sabian lost in his debut match back and yelled at the box that he wore on his head, the same box he had on his head when he's sitting in front of Mr. Magnificent in a crowd at the AEW show.
How long ago was this, Ken?
Oh, you're muted.
You muted yourself.
Oh, this was probably maybe 3 or 4 months ago. I think I'll have to look at my phone, but I think I even took a picture like sitting behind them because I was like, who is this nutcase? I had my phone up. I had no idea. None.
You know what? Just for we got to take you off screen because man, that you literally have talent sitting right in front of you. Why are you going to the shows? And
we could have had him. Now he's never going to come on the podcast just for Ms. Magnificent's fault.
Oh my gosh! Oh man! Jeez Louise.
See, just because of you. It's your fault. All right, we're going to keep it moving. Eddie Kingston, the one and only Eddie Kingston, returns from suspension after trying to mush Sammy Guevara, taking on Tomohiro Ishii, the one and only.
Ishii Tomohiro.
Which was a hard-hitting match. Like, they literally chopped each other for like 20 minutes at the beginning of the match. Like, they literally, all they did was back and forth.
Bro, I know Ishii hit hard.
Yes. Oh, no. It was like Walter hits for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I watched enough New Japan to know that Ishii is not the guy you want to stand and trade blows with. Bro.
They were traded.
I'm tapping out off a chop. Nope.
They were trading, and I was already over the show, but that was me personally. And this was just the pre-show, just so you know. All right, then we actually start the show. It starts off with the casino ladder match.
You mean the show hadn't started yet?
No, the show hadn't started yet.
We've been talking about this for 15 minutes, and the show ain't even started yet.
Holy cow. Show. Yes, this is AEW we're dealing with. All right, now it started off with the casino ladder match. Of course, the winner receives a future AEW World Championship match. Now, the Joker has not been revealed, and inside of the match is Claudio Castagnoli, the ROH World Heavyweight Champion, Wheeler Yuta, the ROH Pure Champion, Penta El Zero Miedo, Rey Fenix, both members of the Lucha Brothers, Rush, Andrade El Idolo, of course, team members of, Andrade and Rush. And then all by his lonesome is Dante Martin. All of a sudden, in the middle of the match, hooded guys came and started beating everybody up. One climbed to the top and grabbed the casino chip, which, of course, is like their Money in the Bank. And it was revealed to be Stokely Hathaway. And everyone else revealed themselves. Ethan Page, Lee Moriarty, Colton Gunn, Austin Gunn, and W. Morrissey, of course, the people he's been gathering together. And then in walks someone in a kind of white, creepy-looking mask. He walks to the ring. He kind of looks familiar, but we're not sure. He looks like he's going to take off his mask, and he doesn't. We'll address that at the end of this. All right, moving on. But the Joker won that match. And then next up, the tournament final for the inaugural AEW World Trios Championship.
You heard that, right? He said inaugural.
Inaugural.
Not the first annual.
No, not the first annual. Inaugural. I forgot about that. Yeah. The Elite, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks defeated Hangman Adam Page and the Dark Order by pinfall. Now, it was an okay match. It's to be expected for an elite match. I can't really fault them. And Kenny did not have his taped up body. He didn't look like he was dying in the ring. He actually got jacked. So I feel like he's been working us the whole time, but whatever. That's just me.
Bro, does Nick have the Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, he does.
Wow.
Yeah, he's been rocking that look for a little bit. So I don't know. They've been extra. But they won the Trios Championship. Anyway, moving on. Jade Cargill defeated Athena.
Wait, who?
Yeah, Jade Cargill.
What? That Jade right
every
there?
Every day is Jade Cargill Appreciation Day.
She's still that bitch show champion. She is still champion. And she came out with that She-Hulk look.
Yes, I saw that. It was super dope. That's what I should have got.
That was a cool look. Like she looked the part, and it kind of makes you feel mad that she just didn't get cast as She-Hulk. And so it was like, it also just makes me wonder, what is the point of women coming into AEW for them to just lose? It's just like between Ruby Soho and between Athena, it's just not. So she's just another on the list. Anyway, let's keep it moving.
Rain.
Yeah, Madison. Yeah, honestly, everybody. Next up, Wardlow, FTR, defeated Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns.
That's right, Jason. She can pin me.
She can pin me any day. Yeah, that's just real. So we had Jade Cargill. No, in fact, we had Jade Cargill, then we had Jay Lethal. Now let's keep it black by going on to our next match. Powerhouse Hobbs defeated Ricky Starks.
Hey, wait. I was listening to somebody who said it. No. It was a comment. It was in a group and said said, "Stop acting like you didn't notice that Tony Khan put all the black people
Black people.
matches in a row."
He's like,
to get them out the way.
I swear, it's like, here, damn, God. Don't say I never gave you nothing.
Oh man,
You had to get them out the way, you know.
Now for the dark matches.
Yeah, now for all the dark matches. All the dark matches, one by one. I'm sad. The only separation was between Dante Martin and Jade Cargill. Like that was literally the only lapse in melanin. But so Powerhouse Hobbs defeated Ricky Starks. Surprisingly, I was blown away. Like
it was a squash too, wasn't it?
It was quick. Like Hobbs hit that spine buster, and it was that was it. Now
maybe because there was 14 damn matches.
That's another thing. I felt like a lot of the matches were cut short.
You got 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah, a lot of matches were cut short. But surprisingly,
no shine, straight heat, go to the finish.
But surprisingly, the next match in our dark match section, with Swerve in Our Glory defeating the Acclaimed, and arguably this is the match of the night.
If
you have not seen this match, watch it. I will tell you, I'm not the biggest Keith Lee fan. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the biggest Swerve fan. And I damn sure was not a fan of the Acclaim like that. But after this, I am sold on all 4 of them. They tore the house down in that match. And it made me love the Acclaim. Like, and honestly, I see Anthony Bowens being one of the first gay world champions, like out gay world champions.
Anthony Bowens is the reason I like the Acclaim.
Honestly.
Lord knows it is not Max Caster's rapping.
But I'm not gonna lie, Max Caster can work though too.
He can work. He can wrestle. I have no issue with Max Caster.
I'm sorry, the corny raps. I get it, they're corny raps, but they're also, you know what? They make sense. It was a great match, like hands down a great match, and this was actually the second longest match on the show, because they wrestled for 22 minutes and 30. 22:30. Yeah, crazy. Yeah. But great match. All right, now that
Sister me daddy,
yes, all right, and now
Anthony Bowens is the reason they're popular.
Yeah,
I don't care
his energy, everything.
Facts.
Yeah, but watch that match. It was great. Like I cannot say enough. That was such a great match. Now that all the black people are out of the way, let's get to the show. If you were expecting to see another black person, no, sorry. That's it. Tony said that's it.
All you get.
Wait,
that's all you get.
One note I want to make. So I didn't see the match, obviously, but I was listening to Cornette on the way here.
Yeah.
I was trying to get notes for these matches, even though I didn't see any.
Yeah.
He said the crowd was super hot for the Acclaimed, and when Swerve in Our Glory won, they booed them.
Yes.
They booed Swerve in Our Glory.
Yes, and they started acting very No, they actually started booing them early in the match, like midway through. And I felt like Swerve in Our Glory took that and they started getting a little pissy about it. And I could see a heel Keith Lee. I'm like, okay,
I've
there
never
he is.
seen a heel Keith Lee.
Well, I have not either.
Nobody's seen it. And I'm like, there he is. Now, we've seen a heel Swerve, but not a heel Keith Lee. And that might be the direction. And a lot of people were calling for audible, but no, you shouldn't have. I think this was the right play, especially when we find out what happens next. All right, moving on past the darkness, we're going to the light. I'm sorry. It's so funny. Toni Storm is their new AEW Women's Interim Champion, defeating Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, Jamie Hayter, and Hikaru Shida.
The
match was okay. Tony was crying on the way to the ring, so she spoiled it. So I was kind of mad.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna lie. She was. She was. This is me watching the show. I'm telling you. I had all these thoughts when I was watching the show. I'm like, Tony was already crying on the way to the ring. It's like, yeah, she knew she was. Tony told her right before she went out. He's like, congratulations.
Yeah, that right there.
Interim stuff is dumb. It is dumb.
I was gonna mention that point. Like, what's the point?
And before you say it, if you mention boxing or MMA, I'm going to say it was dumb. It's dumb in those two because the only reason they started interim stuff is because of contract negotiations.
That's right.
Usually because they can't negotiate on a contract and they don't want to fight. So then they come up with the interim mess just so they can continue to do shows. All right. So it's stupid. It is stupid. It's stupid no matter what sport you do with it. Just strip them of the belt and stop being stupid. But whatever.
Wait. So one other thing I want to point out about this match. Yeah. Well, not that match, but the last match. Cornette said that Taz said on commentary that he said because Swerve and Keith Lee aren't exactly on the best of terms. He said sometimes teammates don't even like each other in legitimate sports.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, that was a nice comment to make.
I remember that line, and I did not catch it until you just said it. What are we doing? It's, I can't with this company. Let's keep it moving. I just don't know. But
nothing at this point surprises me with
in this match, though. I felt like a lot of people wanted Jamie Hayter to win. Yeah, a lot of people wanted Jamie Hayter to win, and I did too. Jamie Hayter was actually close, and Dr. Britt Baker.
I saw that on AEW.
Yeah, pulled her off, and so they argued. Hikaru Shida got knocked out of the match and walked back. There's a lot of randomness in that one, but whatever. Keeping it moving. This was the next match, which is the shortest match at 20 seconds. Christian Cage defeated Jungle Boy Jack Perry. Now, what happened was Jungle Boy Jack Perry came out. And then Luchasaurus beat him down. He turned on him. Now, a lot of people were saying, they're like, wait a minute, I thought Luchasaurus was face. I was like, no, you're an idiot because he never turned back face. He just started hanging out with Jungle Boy again, but he still had the black gear on. He still looked the same. He was still beating up random people. He just was not beating up Jungle Boy or Christian. I was like, you're an idiot. All right, whatever. We'll keep it moving. So supposedly Christian is actually injured, so that was why the match was so short. He is out.
About to be AEW, all injured wrestling.
I know, right? Jesus. All right, and then next up, Chris Jericho and Bryan Danielson. Chris Jericho defeated Bryan Danielson as the Lionheart in the longest match of the show at 23 minutes with 40 seconds. It was a long one. It was a good match, but it was long. It was long as hell. There was a lot happening. I was tired. I was exhausted.
I've seen about 77 seconds of this match because my stream kept acting up.
Honestly, I was exhausted by the Jade match, but by this point, I was barely hanging on.
I was going to say the pre-show.
This is Mason is playing super fast. And we're gonna get to that later. Yes, right.
I was exhausted. All right, but next up, Darby Allin, Sting, and Miro, the Redeemer, defeated the House of Black, Malachi Black, Brody King, Buddy Matthews with Julia Hart. And at the end, a lot of people don't realize Malachi Black blew a kiss to the crowd and bowed at the end. So and there's word that he has officially.
Is it true? Because everybody else has been saying it's not true.
Supposedly it's true, but he has a conditional release, is what it's called. A conditional release. In other words, he ain't going to be on WWE for about a year, so don't expect it.
Actually, Malachi Black was just pulled from an indie show because of health issues, unspecified health issues. So that might.
Well, they said he's been dealing with mental health issues and a back issue, so that might be the real situation. But yeah, in the main event, CM Punk defeated John Moxley for the AEW.
Moxley.
Yeah, he defeated him for the AEW World Championship. It was like a hurt dog fighting, but it was still a good match.
I actually saw the majority of that match.
Yeah, it was good.
But my thing with that was they created an unnecessary story for this for like they created an unnecessary story like for this match. Like they didn't have to do the whole injury angle. Oh, I need to be the underdog because we are Chicago. Like they didn't have to do that. I mean, the promo, like the last Wednesday's promo was good. Okay,
it was
for
great.
Both of them. Yes, they were. Like I just felt like a whole lot of this was just unnecessary, man. Like y'all could have just went in like, yo, like it was an unnecessary drama. Like, come on,
extra.
Now. I'm the champ. No, I'm the champ. We're gonna
That's all you need.
It all out.
It was overbooked. Overbooked, unnecessary. Yeah. Oh yeah. Do what
Really?
Brian says. One more time.
You got to do it. They're requesting it.
Jon Moxley. Bro. I be studying Justin Roberts. Yo.
Love it.
He's one of my favorite. Like he's so like when he's over the top, I absolutely love it. Like, he's one of my favorite. He's one of my absolute favorites, man. I love it.
It's Tony Chimmel and no one else. The rated R
superstar. Yeah.
Edge. All right. And it's about that time. Let's talk about now that the show is done.
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
Wait, because Mr. Magnificent.
Okay.
Mr. Magnificent, he actually did something.
He actually did his job as the producer of the show.
Imagine that.
He actually did his job.
Yes.
Once a year it happens. Once a year it happens.
Right. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna play this video that Mr. Magnificent sent me. And it came from, we're gonna give props to the guy. I'm gonna make a banner for him because so we don't get pulled. Yeah. But he made the perfect video. It's crazy. And then we're gonna go into the scrum. But you know what? Let me just go ahead and drop this for y'all, man. This is hilarious. I think you guys are gonna like this. I liked it.
Yeah. Somebody found something out or heard something or said, let's put this guy to task.
You talk a big game about workers' rights, yeah? Well, you've shown the exact opposite since you've gotten here.
Why else would you do that? I think that really did hurt him. Just out of the blue one day he comes out and is screaming, whatever the details were.
I haven't had anything to do with Scott Colton in almost a decade. Probably wanted nothing to do with him even longer than that. It's fucking unfortunate that I have to come up here and speak on this. I'm on my time. This is a fucking business.
His tone was different and he was more serious and I'm just like, is everything okay, man?
The fact that I have to sit up here because we have irresponsible people who call themselves EVPs and couldn't fucking manage a target.
He was one of our heroes, legitimate heroes. This is terrible.
There's people who call themselves EVPs that should have fucking known better. This shit was none of their business.
It didn't make any sense to me. What are you talking about?
What did I ever do in this world to deserve an empty-headed fucking dumb fuck like Hangman Adam Page to go out on national television and fucking go into business for himself? For what?
Imagine this guy that you watched on television for years. Now he's calling your friend out.
In his mind, Hangman went out and started addressing things that he was not having, and he's clearly, that was months ago.
I offered him money. He said it was not enough. He went ahead with the lawsuit and sued. It's his fucking funeral. I don't care. He shares a bank account with his mother that tells you all you need to know about what kind of character that is.
It was like a downward spiral.
Any way you slice it, you can see this isn't good.
I'm hurt and I'm old and I'm fucking tired and I work with fucking children.
Sit your ass down. Go to sleep. Give us all a break.
And what happened afterwards? That's just life, dude. Ace Steel threw a chair and hit Nick.
What was like a chair shot to the head or something? It was like a terrible chair shot to the head.
He had never done anything like that. Just out of the blue, he was bullying.
Bottom line is that we have to stop letting other transgressions go without punishment. My sense of it was that the company wanted to address this matter take it off our books, do the right thing by those that have complained, and then move on.
Yo, shout out to Aeon Linear on YouTube.
Yes.
The video was called Dark Side of the Ring. CSEEMEM punked. CM punked.
That was a great A. That was Emmy Award winning
Spectacular
documentary that deserves all the awards.
Spectacular editing. Like we was gonna find like clips and chop it up and all. He did it perfectly.
He covered it.
Yes.
He covered it perfectly. Man.
For those watching, let's just run it down. So after the main event, the media scrum, which has become a normal thing for AEW, kind of like a press conference where they talk to the press, the wrestling media. CM Punk came out bloody, still from the match, exhausted and hot. My boy was not. He was angry. He knew he was in Chicago. He knew certain people would be there. So I can't remember his name. Nick something.
It was like Nick Housen.
Yeah. He's a wrestling podcaster and stuff, but he has some history with Colt Cabana. He came in, Punk zeroed in on this dude, and he started running
super quick
down.
He said, you still do improv? He's like, yeah. He's like, who'd you do improv with? He's like, oh, Scott Colton. He's like, oh, okay.
He's like, all right, here we go. And he started running down all the rumors.
Like, are you friends with Scott Colton? He was like, oh, no, we're not
No.
friends anymore. Y'all don't hang. No.
He said, thank you for blowing my spot there, but it's okay. Let me get real. So he could
And
proceed.
did you notice the side eye that Tony Khan was giving Punk during this whole thing?
Show it.
Wow.
Boy, because
Tony Khan's like, oh God, he did it. Because he's been here. I know he's been hearing this for weeks. He's been hearing Punk go in for weeks about this, and he's like, oh God. He's telling
I'm gonna tell you guys why I'm not really mad at CM Punk. Because for years, like he has been the center of news about stuff, like ever since he showed up, and then Colt Cabana was whatever, you know what I'm saying? People been saying, oh, it's been CM Punk's fault, this and that, and you know, they was talking about this, like they constantly throwing this man's name under the bus. He never defended himself. So then he shows up to this media scrum, which I don't know why they call it a scrum, because I looked up a scrum and it doesn't.
It's a
whatever.
press conference.
Anyway,
So
it's he's in a room with the major dirt sheet writers of the guys that have been telling all this news, and he's like, look, you know, fuck y'all questions. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna address every situation. You realize he has never spoken on Colt Cabana in so many years. Since he left WWE, he never spoke on him publicly. And he just let it all hang out. He let it all fly.
Now let's roll it back. Let's give everybody a quick little recap. This is the deal. All right, CM Punk and Colt Cabana, they came up in the business together, of course, both being from Chicago, along with Ace Steel, all friends. When CM Punk left WWE, of course, he did the complete shoot interview with Colt Cabana about WWE and how he was treated and everything. WWE sued Punk for what he said, basically about defamation, including specifically one of the doctors who Punk blames for incorrectly treating him. He fought them, and I guess in the midst of this, Colt Cabana was asking for Punk to cover his lawyer fees, and he proceeds to sue him for it, saying that he didn't pay his lawyer fees. And that's where a lot of the issues came in. A lot of people thought Punk was in the wrong because he didn't. Well, Punk, he came out and announced that he'd been paying all of that. He had emails. He had emails proving that Colt Cabana said he didn't need to pay him anymore, but he didn't want to do that because, again, he said it. If I defend myself, I sound like that I'm complaining or I'm talking trash. But he always stayed quiet about it. Well, Colt Cabana was one of the first people signed to AEW, and of course, being a member of the Dark Order, competing a lot. When CM Punk came through, Tony Khan, his way of firing people is a little different. He just doesn't re-sign them. And that's
but you know what? Before you even get in that,
yeah.
When was the last time you even seen Colt Cabana on TV pre CM Punk? He wasn't doing anything.
Not a thing.
He was hanging out with Dark Order. He was hanging out backstage.
He was not part of any major storylines.
Yeah.
You probably seen him on Dark a bunch. I don't watch Dark, but I'm pretty sure he had like over 30 wins and like probably like 10, 11 losses because all he did was do stuff on Dark. Like after once they started doing the whole Adam Page joining Dark Order angle, I barely saw Colt Cabana. So like for people to assume, oh man, he got him fired, bro. The man wasn't doing much. Yeah. He wasn't doing much. Like, and I hope he still has a job. I'm pretty sure he does. And if he got moved to Ring of Honor, good for him because he is a talented wrestler. But like he was not moving the needle. He's not a needle mover, and what Dynamite is doing. So I mean.
So a lot of the AEW talents who originally were signed when the company first started,
said he was doing Dark after and the other Dark Elevation.
Yeah, a lot of those talents like Joey Janela, a lot of them, Marco Stunt, they were just quietly let go. They weren't re-signed. And Colt Cabana was supposedly going to be on that list when CM Punk got signed. But instead, Nick Jackson of the Young Bucks got him a job being a part of ROH in the new rebrand of that. Well, I guess there was a lot of resentment backstage, and rumor has it people started blaming CM Punk for Colt Cabana losing his job. And this is where a lot of that anger came in. And the main thing was, which a lot of people, if you remember, during the feud between Adam Page and CM Punk, when Page did that promo, it was kind of confusing because no one knew what the heck he was talking about.
Right.
Like he was talking about, oh, you're all about wrestlers' rights. He said, you're lying. You're about yourself. And even CM Punk's like, I don't understand why you're making this personal. I don't know why you're so mad. Okay, a lot of people didn't think it was a big deal. Well, until Punk went down with his injury. That's when the rumors started going out that people are blaming CM Punk for the injury. People are blaming CM Punk for getting Colt Cabana fired. And then that was Page going into business for himself. Then you remember when CM Punk returned, he came in and said, hey, if you got a problem, come out. Come out.
Yeah.
Well, between all of that and everything that's being said, this is where it came out. He blamed the EVPs for spreading, which we've heard. And yes, there's been rumors floating around for years that the Young Bucks and Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez, they're tight like this, and they will leak things to the wrestling media to make themselves look better. That's been a going rumor in the wrestling business for a long time. It's never been proven. Now, let's just say that. Let's put it out there. It's never been proven. But even now, since Dave Meltzer came out and said we never talked to the Bucks. So this is hey.
Here we go with Meltzer.
This is what we're putting out. This is what we're putting out there. That's what they say. That's what they've all said. But CM Punk, it was under the impression. So that's why he lit them on fire and said that they could not manage a target. While he's eating a biscuit, while he's eating a muffin.
He said they couldn't manage a target.
While he's eating cupcakes and drinking.
Yo, my man
gave him a shout out.
First off, CM Punk, CM Punk, you want to know how about that life he is, bro. He's sitting there talking cash money shit about everything, letting everything off his chest, letting it fly while eating pastries and muffins, drinking seltzer like it's no tomorrow. And then you got Tony Khan like, oh my god,
stressing. And he's like,
my god,
I know Phil. He's like, I know Phil. I should have just came out and said no comment. I should have. It was, let me tell you, it was captivating. It was everything. Like, this will be talked about for 20 years, probably more than the pipe bomb, the original pipe bomb. This completely crapped on that. I have never seen a moment in wrestling like this. Wow. Let me tell you, I was exhausted. I was exhausted watching All Out, but this woke me back up. I had my second win because I watched this from beginning to end. This scrum, it was insanity.
Bro, It was super wild. Yo, my man put all his business out.
He said, look, if you got a problem, come pull up. He said, if you got a problem, pull up. First off,
he said, yo, like he said, like whether he's telling the truth or not, he said a whole lot of stuff that you'd have to fight me for, bro.
Yeah.
Why are you telling people that I got a bank account with my mama? Why are you telling people that?
Let me tell you, he put him on blast.
He put
Hangman on blast, and he roasted the EVPs. He said,
CM Punk, like he did. That was a battle rapper line.
Yes, it was.
It was. Just dropped the mic on him.
It was. So the scrum continued. Followed up was Swerve in Our Glory talking about their tag team win. And this is where, if you haven't seen it, watch it. They started showing that heel attitude and heel Keith Lee and Swerve. I think he was piggybacking off that Punk energy because he was about he's like, they don't need a rematch. We beat them. We took them out. Like, they don't need a rematch.
We gotta be lucky we gave them a match.
It's like saying we need to change the match. Please, we need to throw an audible. No, we just better. And let me tell you, I love that energy. During that moment, there was a security guard from another camera angle that ran out the room because supposedly.
Wait. Before you even get to that, I wanted to say I want to go back to CM Punk for a second.
Oh, yeah.
Because CM Punk's energy, like CM Punk, he out who was it? I think it was Conan. No, it was Disco or Conan. That he just straight up alpha mailed Tony Khan.
He did,
but he had them boys in there shook. Think about this. CM Punk is saying all the stuff that he's saying. Nobody asked him a follow-up question. No follow-up question. They tried to change the subject every single. How's your foot doing? Bro, who was it? Somebody was like,
he walked up. He said, like, I've interviewed politicians and other people, and I have never been nervous asking a question.
Bro.
Because CM Punk was blood, and I think it's the visual. He had blood still on his face, and he
was so calm with it too, though.
Yeah,
like. He didn't come out yelling. Well, he was cussing, but he wasn't yelling at people. He said, if you're one of those guys, fuck you. If you're not one of those guys, I apologize.
And that's the thing too.
He made Tony Khan look like an idiot.
Yeah.
He said,
this is embarrassing. He's like, I'm here to do business. And I'm having to talk about this, a man that has made more money. Like, there's two people that made more money from the name of CM Punk, and that is Scott Coltman and Vince McMahon. He's like,
that boy was going in.
He was going in on everything. And you know, on that end, I can't not fault because Punk is trained from an old school mindset of you go in, you do business, and that's it. Like, you do business, you work, you get past whatever you got going on.
He said, "Fuck."
Oh yeah, he did. He said, "What are you doing?" He said, "What are you doing?" Because I guess he was wearing the jersey.
He was killing me. He killed me with that one.
Yeah. Oh, that was amazing. He said, "What the fuck?" He's like,
bro, it was, bro. Look, even and then Jericho, right?
So, like, and Jericho. Well, no, it was Swerve in Our Glory.
Well, I'm just jumping around.
Oh yeah,
because I didn't watch the whole scrum. I only watched a couple of them. But
because there's another line I did want to mention from Tony Storm, who was after Swerve in Our Glory, because
go ahead.
She was like, well, Thunder Rosa says she's injured. And when she says she's better, she could come back and I beat her. So like, let me tell you, they were all about it.
Bro, I'm talking everybody was
that energy
sending shots.
But the good guy was Chris Jericho, who came in more like
which
the
is crazy
leader. Like he was very much like, because they had a talent meeting recently.
Mm-hmm.
And supposedly Kenny Omega didn't really get people hyped up. Who said one of the quotes was that I wouldn't have hired about 90% of the wrestlers they have on the roster, supposedly. So a lot of people were not. Here's the thing: a lot of people like the Elite, but there's rumors going around that they do not care for people that are better than them, or in their minds perceive themselves better or come across as better, and their segments tend to not do so well in the ratings. You can look at the numbers. Anytime they pop up, the ratings go down. And they are EVPs of your company.
So
But
so speaking, going to and something else, I just thought of when you just said that.
Yeah,
I'm listening to listening to Conan and Disco and Brian Last and Cornette.
Yeah,
and I can't remember who said it, but back when he said it was Brian Last actually.
Yeah,
he said back when they were in California and they were doing the PWG thing, like the only time you got on is if you were one of their friends or you had to do business with one of their friends. Like that's how Joey Ryan got over, because like he was friends with the booker and you had to go there and you had to do the dick flip stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, just to get on the show. And if you didn't, you're not on the show.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And then a lot of their friends got hired, and they said it was kind of like that in the locker room, especially days when Cody was there. And word has it, they used to argue and they stopped talking after a certain point. And they basically excommunicated Cody Rhodes, and he's the one with the most experience.
No, he died. He jumped off a sinking ship.
Yeah,
Shout out to the homie Bone. What up, Bone?
The man, beast mode Bone.
It seems like everything just went downhill after Cody left.
Yes,
bro.
Everything.
Bro. So to answer this question, Brian asked, did Thunder Rosa ask for her release, true or false?
That's false, actually.
That's false. Even her husband went on air like, look, y'all got to stop with this BS. Yakety schmack.
Because
Thunder Rosa is broken.
Yeah, Thunder Rosa is a whole
but you know what? And even Conan said like because he questioned her, and she came up kind of like around Conan.
Yeah.
In whatever, but she was like, yo, no, my back like legit hurts. She said it's hard for her to walk, and like she's got a bunch of injuries. Her back is the worst. I'm sorry, I was talking about not Thunder Rosa's nose. That's Ruby Soho's nose is broken.
Yeah, but
Thunder Rosa's back is jacked up.
Yeah,
it's jacked up.
And that's real.
It's a pain for her to walk.
Yeah, and that can be real. So. Yeah. We're not going to speculate, but
there's already like that after doing deadlifts.
There's already a lot of issues with Thunder Rosa and most of the women's roster. That's I don't know. You know how things go. But AEW is in turmoil. But the big thing, the news came out.
Wait. Before you get to that, something else before we get to that, because Eddie Kingston was on Busted Open Radio.
Oh yeah,
and he said, look, he's like straight up and down. He said, I don't like CM Punk. I think he's a bitch. he said if you're a fan of his, fine, but I'm not a fan. He said I don't like CM Punk, I don't like Jericho, I don't like Claudio, I don't like Daniel Bryan. Brian Daniels. He said I don't like these guys. I don't like them, and there's nothing you guys could say that is going to make me like these dudes. So like, and then I believe he turns around. He's like, oh man, I love Roman. Roman's the guy.
He loves Roman Reigns. He loves Seth Rollins. He loves he loves most of the WWE roster. He said, "Man, they're talented. I love their show." Man,
look. I knew there was. I knew
Triple
there was.
H is watching that episode like. He's like,
hey, look.
Eddie Kingston,
look.
He said, "Do we still got Kingston's contact?"
Smackdown, like.
He said, "Do we still got Kingston's contact?" Yeah, Triple H is like, "Do we still got Kingston's contact?" Sean, call him. Sean's like, "Yeah, I got you, kid."
Did I call it Busted Open?
Yeah,
he was on Busted Open. Whoa, we don't want to see no guys on Busted Open. No guys on Busted Open.
That's a different show.
Yeah, bro.
But are we ready to talk about it now?
Oh man,
yes.
Are we ready to talk about it?
I'm ready.
Did we? Is there anything left?
I don't think so. I mean, but yeah, Chris Jericho just talked about that. He's trying to help the young roster. Said, hey, you have, which a big thing CM Punk talked about. He's like, we got legends backstage, and you don't want to talk about. You don't want to talk to them.
Yeah, that was CM Punk said that about Hangman Page.
Yeah, he said because Hangman did come out that he doesn't really listen to the legends, and he's like. If you had Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa trying to help you learn home runs and you said no, he said, man, get the fuck out of here. It's like, come on. So he again, if you haven't watched the Scrum, just watch it. Just watch it. It's
okay. All right.
But they want us to talk about it. So let's
do it, man, bro.
So
man.
So
niggas is fighting.
So during the Swerve in Your Glory interview, there is another camera angle where you see a security guard bolting out the room. because supposedly the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega go to CM Punk's dressing room, and there's a fight. CM Punk punches Matt Jackson, and then Ace Steel. Of course, we met Ace Steel, one of the AEW workers and CM Punk's first trainer. He throws a chair, hitting Nick Jackson in the face.
Apparently, his wife was in there because he was watching. She was watching CM Punk's dog Larry, and I even saw that. Tony had said that Larry had took off like in the pre-show and was running around the joint.
Yes.
So
because his dog goes everywhere supposedly with him.
Yeah. So I'm just curious. Was the dog contained? Did they have to call animal control?
I don't know.
You know,
so far there's no word.
Cujo Jr. on him.
It sounded like Larry. He did get upset, but we'll get to that. Okay, a chair was thrown. It hit Nick Jackson, knocking him out. Kenny Omega had his hair pulled by Ace Steel and he bit him. And he bit him too.
But wait. Bo said knowing his dog's name is Larry makes me want him to get beat up. What's up with people naming their dogs after humans?
Like normal human names? I think they think it's funny, but it's weird.
Here's another thing, and you glossed over something.
Yeah.
Like you said, a chair was thrown.
Yeah.
Now
Ace Steel threw the chair.
Ace Steel threw the chair. Now in the Bible of the Boondocks.
Yeah.
Now Boondocks.
A chair is thrown.
That a fight doesn't start until a chair is thrown.
I'm mad. Then you fight. If a chair is thrown, a fight goes down.
When a fight, I can't throw my chair. So.
Now, as always, there are two sides to the story. One side, supposedly from CM Punk's side, the Bucks kicked the door open.
He did not try to kick Larry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, DB. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No worries.
But Kenny Omega does not seem like the type of guy that would harm.
He loves animals. That's the thing. It's in his Twitter bio, so you know it's true.
Yeah.
It's in his Twitter bio, so you know it's true. He says he loves animals. Now, supposedly, from CM Punk's side, they kicked the door open. And then the dog was barking, so Kenny tried to look like he was grabbing the dog, and that was why Ace Steel bit and pulled Kenny's hair. Supposedly. Now, this is supposed from their side. The other side from the Elite.
Wait, DB, hold on.
Yes.
Hold on, DB.
Yes.
So Kenny goes to grab the dog.
Yeah.
He goes, hold on, Mr. Magnificent. I'm sorry, you got to go for a second. Kenny goes to grab the dog.
Yeah.
Ace Steel, he doesn't throw hands. He pulled that hair, and then like, I
think he tried to bite him like a vampire. Like
So he was watching Walking Dead or Black Summer or something. He was like
I got it, because he thought he was going to hurt the dog, supposedly. Now, from the Elite side, they said that they knocked on the door, and then the fight started once the door opened, and CM Punk was already on attack mode, and that Kenny was trying to take the dog out of the situation so it wasn't hurt, but still proceeded. The only thing that we can agree, that both sides agree on, is that Matt Jackson got punched by CM Punk, Nick Jackson was hit with a chair, and Kenny Omega had his hair pulled and was bitten by Ace Steel. First of all, Ace Steel is a ride or die. My boy stays ready. He says CM Punk, is he in a fight? Then we in a fight. That's what he said.
Yeah, right. I didn't know the Wachutu were biters. And Ace Steel is clearly a Wachutu.
My God. Ace Steel was about that life. In fact, he was about it. That's his new catchphrase. Like, good Lord. No hot dogging on this night.
No hot dogging.
No hot dogging.
No poopers to the left of me.
No
poopers to the right.
Lust in his eyes.
Because the cream always rises to the top.
Let me tell you, this whole situation is insane.
Bro.
Number one,
these are
all
professionals.
They are professionals. So here's
This is the second biggest wrestling company in America, dog. These are, hold on, like these aren't just, this isn't just talent. This is your champion and the executive vice presidents of your company, bro. These ain't your mid-carders that's upset over catering, you know, or somebody banged somebody's wife, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing like that. This ain't Booker T. Batista or you know, it ain't nothing like that, dog. This is, bro. Oh my. Damn it.
I just will say,
damn it. I will work on my macho.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing. I say, all of them are wrong. For number one,
oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Every single one of them deserve every bad thing to happen to them for being that stupid, because you're making your company look bad. Number one, but I will have to give the main issue to the Young Bucks. Number one, the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. If you are executive vice president,
wrong one.
You do not walk up into a talent who just lit this thing on fire in a press scrum. You have a meeting about that. Okay. First of all.
Yeah, the Young Bucks, Pac Buck, Joe Buck, Uncle Buck, the Milwaukee Bucks, Nuck if you buck. It don't matter. They're all suspended.
Yeah, and yes, if we go down the list, so every person in the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, CM Punk, Ace Steel, Pat Buck, who was just became one of the I'm frustrated. One of the what does he do? Talent relations or something. Christopher Daniels, and Michael Nakazawa and Brandon Cutler have all been suspended because they were involved with breaking up the fight and everything. So
wait a minute, Christopher Daniels?
Yes. I guess
they were force, baby.
Because they were all, well, they work at talent relations and stuff. So I think they were just there trying to break up the fight. So I think every person involved with that situation was suspended pending investigation.
And you know was just as bad.
Yeah.
CM Punk got hurt again.
Yep. Yes. Now supposedly he got hurt in the match. Larry the Dog was not suspended. He was not on the suspended list. So he
should have opened the show.
He's still an active member of the AEW roster. So we will not talk bad about Larry the Dog. He had nothing to do with the situation.
Now, you know what's tricky about what you just said, though? You said CM Punk got hurt again. So now is it that he's suspended or is it that he's injured?
Supposedly he got injured during the match. He tore his pec.
Boy, these pecs,
just like Cody. So now he's out 6 to 8 months, most likely, if this is the truth.
I was gonna say both of them.
Yeah,
you suspended and you hurt. So
yeah, and you hurt. Now here's the thing: what is Cody Rhodes doing right now? What is Cody Rhodes? How does Cody Rhodes feel about this situation?
Cody, he watching all that. I tried to tell him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't drinking water though.
No,
he got that Kevin Hart like. Would you look at this? Look.
Like he got some of that rock Terramana tequila. That's what he got.
See, if Brandy was still there, she would have walked out.
No. Wait. Uh-oh. Wait.
Shoot today. Terrible.
No. Look. This is what. So Cody Rhodes is sitting there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's got his drink, and he's got
woo wings. Yeah. Woo. Wings, legendary flavors, world championship wings. Woo wings. Yeah. Woo.
That's how Cody's sitting there. He got his Terramana tequila and some wings.
Oh my God. Now he's sitting next to his biracial daughter and saying, this is not the dream. This is not the dream right here, baby.
He's sitting there in black and white.
When I told the elite I wanted to change the world and fight racism, this is not what I saw in my dream.
Oh man.
No, he was sitting back like, thank God I left this damn company because
Right.
good Lord. I was like,
not Cody's dog, Jeff.
oh Lord. His dog is Pharaoh, isn't it?
I don't know, man.
So it's a whole mess of a situation. I just don't even know. Like, it's crazy that was the most talked about thing during the whole weekend. And we still don't know what the full story is. All we have are some of the revealed facts of the potential injuries.
And so now there's a third party in the investigation.
Nobody even cares about the pay-per-view anymore.
No.
All they're talking about is the drama. Like every show, like luckily all that stuff happened, when it did, because like every podcast I've listened to, it's only 2. But like they're barely covering the shows. They're going everybody's talking about the fight. I mean, honestly, it is the most intriguing, interesting thing because it's like, what? It's finally breaking down. And some guys were saying, just give it a couple years and we're going to hear about so many stories similar to this without the fights. Because bro, it seems super dysfunctional there. And then here's another thing, right? When CM Punk did all that talking about everything that's going on, imagine, but we're in this situation. Let's say you and I and Sweet Daddy D, let's say we were like sought after independent wrestlers that wanted to sign to a company. After seeing all this over there, do you want to sign with AEW?
Not at all.
Not saying that like I'll be good enough to join, but I'm just saying like you got to look at this and just think about like it's entertainment, whatever. But what about people that are trying to get jobs? Like if you're sitting there with 2 contracts, you're like, well, I got an offer from AEW, I got an offer from WWE, I got an offer for Impact or whatever. Who are you gonna go with?
Yeah, because and the crazy thing is, stuff like that probably happens all the time.
Yeah,
but you don't hear about it.
Functional over there.
Yeah.
It sounds really dysfunctional over there.
It sounds like a freaking mess right now. And with WWE coming back, like especially with Triple H, fixing things, fixing up shop and causing interest, their ratings are staying consistent. People are entertained again. It's like this is not the time for this stuff. And potentially this could have been your biggest show. If anything.
Yeah. But I will say it could have been their biggest show. But like Tony Khan said, Tony Khan felt like that the counter programming is what really hurt them.
Yeah.
He feels like that really hurt them.
Well, now it didn't. Now it's not hurting them.
now your backstage drama is what really hurt you.
Like, and that's the thing too. Like another thing he said, like it's pissing him off, like about that he doesn't feel respected by WWE. I'm like, he's saying that as there's a fight going on backstage. Like, bro, pay attention to your company. This is not the time to worry about the competition.
You know what that reminds. So Tony Khan talking about that. It reminds me of when Gunther and Sheamus are in the ring and everybody's fighting around them.
Yeah,
but they're not paying them any attention. They just looking at each other.
I love that. That was number one, such a good part of that match. But I just don't know. I say let's look ahead. Oh yeah. Do you know who's the winner of that whole CM Punk media scrum roast?
Yes, the bakery.
Other than the bakery.
Oh, then outside of the bakery, I don't know.
Yes, Adam Cole. He said he loves Adam Cole.
Oh yeah. Adam Cole.
He said he's cool.
Baby.
So, baby, hey, Adam Cole, baby, he's cool. Looking ahead, real quick, Raw.
Man, look, see, bro, it's like this AEW stuff like completely overshadows everything.
It really did.
It does.
It really did.
I mean,
but a little bit of things happened on Raw, like Dominic Mysterio. He revealed himself to be a member of Judgment Day, which you look at him with the slick back hair, looking like his biological dad a little more nowadays. Rhea Ripley says she made him a man.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to him.
Hey, shout out.
If that's what she said, shout out to him.
That's what she
did.
Now,
because, now I wonder, does he still call her Poppy though?
He probably does. He probably does even more now.
That's probably her thing.
Yeah. And then next up, the return of
wait a minute, because I thought I had the pick. I thought I did, but I don't think I do. Oh, there it is. Hold on. I just give me 2 seconds so I can post this pic. 2978. But you go ahead and talk about it.
Ray and Damian Priest had a match, and Damian Priest beat him because Dominic. So that's going to continue being like a feud, and they beat up Edge too. So I guess they're going to continue on with this feud. Judgment Day's getting their wins back. But we had a big return of the monster among men.
A huge return.
Strowman. He beat up the tag team division, basically.
Yeah.
In one fell swoop.
Why they just buried the tag team division?
They really did bury the tag team.
They buried everybody. You know what? I should have known something was up when they said it's a #1 contendership for the tag team title and the New Day went out. Because they just lost the Viking rules match. Like, why do you lose and become #1 contender? But yes. Braun is back. Braun is back. And this is gonna be excellent. Now let me tell you, Braun has, he's been walking with a limp for years. He said he had an issue with his left leg, and he's been going to see a nerve person, to hopefully get his leg back the way it needs to be. Now he wrestled his first 7-8 years with that leg the way it was. If he gets his leg 100%, all I'm saying is it's gonna be trouble because the boy, look,
you're done for.
I see at a CYN show, I watched this man lock up, take a risk, do a roll, like somebody took his wrist, took him down, he kipped up, came back around and hit a drop kick. Bro, the dude is, I'm just saying, like, Braun is a beast. That's all I'm saying.
He should not do the things he does. He's a freak of nature.
Yeah.
So
very
expect for him
his size
to do some big things now that he's back. They said he's going to be on SmackDown fully now that he's back on the roster. So we'll see him tomorrow night. Raquel Rodriguez and Alia, the women's tag team champions, defeated Nikki Ash and Doudrop.
Nikki Ash?
Yeah. ASH.
No, ASS.
Yes, yeah, ASS. I mean, yeah. But Kevin Owens beat Austin Theory, the Money in the Bank winner. And then Tommaso Ciampa, he's got his first name back, just like other people.
Oh my gosh, he got his first name back?
He got his first name back.
I missed that completely. I didn't even notice.
He did get his first name back. Now, Dakota Kai and Io Sky, they get a rematch against the women's tag team champions next week. Johnny Gargano returns for in-ring action the first time next week on Raw, so it should be an epic match.
Braun is going to be on SmackDown tomorrow.
Yes,
it's going to be interesting to see what direction he goes, and like, is he making his claim for the title? Because this is the thing. Because this is definitely the thing. Like, with Drew, I guess, out of the picture for now. Well, we don't know. We'll find out on Friday if he's going to get another shot or what. Yeah. But now that Braun and Cross is there, now you've got even more guys to challenge for that.
And then title. Now you got Kevin Owens back as the prize fighter. He's another one that's in the conversation. You got main eventers like upper mid card,
and Seth.
And Seth. He's Seth. There. Yeah. In the main event, Bobby Lashley beat The Miz in a steel cage match. Now we got to show this picture of the big one.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You know what
I know
what
you're talking about.
Yeah. Dexter Lumis. Let me tell you, Dexter Lumis has been perfect,
bro,
with how they've been using him with this stalker gimmick. I was crying.
I loved that. I howled. When he did that, this is hilarious.
And he choked out The Miz in the match. So I don't know what is going down, but I love it. It's every moment is great.
Yeah.
Jumping over to NXT really quick, there was an epic match. Ooh, Jesus. Sorry. Scrolling.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of stuff.
There was a lot. I'm trying to skip ahead real quick so we can finish on AEW and then we can be done. And that would be great. Trying to scroll. There's a lot of stuff on here. NXT 2.0. Oh yeah. So first match, Nikki ASH and Doudrop, they beat Toxic Attractions, Gigi Dolan and Lacey J. Now, we did see Nikki ASH in the background of one promo take off her mask and throw it, but she was wearing it on NXT. So I don't know what's the deal, but they're hinting towards a change.
I'm loving that whole style, by the way, of promo. Just doing multiple things in
the background, so it makes you pay attention to everything. Like, there's hints everywhere. JD Madonna, who is of course Jordan Devlin, he beat Wes Lee of the MSK. Now, this was a match of the week. If you have not seen it, go back. This is probably one of the best women's matches on NXT. Meiko Satomura, the final boss, beat Roxanne Perez, of course, being the former ROH Women's Champion, Roxy. It is such a great match. If you have not seen it, go watch it. They tore it down on a Tuesday. It was insane. Then Ricochet, he beat Trick Williams because he's more about it than him. Axiom, who was like the mathematic guy, he beat Nathan Frazier in the best 2 out of 3 falls match. And in the main event, Braun Breaker teamed up with Tyler Bate to beat Gallus. NXT 2.0, I think they're finally adjusting it. They said next week is going to be the 1 year since they changed to 2.0. So I feel like we're getting ready to move to 3.0, which is going to be like the Attitude Era, in my opinion. Because if you look at the levels, Black and Gold was the golden era, 2.0 was the new generation, and now it's time for the Attitude
We're going to
era.
see because, you know, y'all know how I felt about Black and Gold NXT.
I know, but I tell you, watch it. You should watch it because they are getting better with the work. Now we can move on to what happened to AEW, because after the media scrum,
oh man,
we've been wanting to see what happened,
bro. Dog, Tony. You know what's funny? It's like they retconned the whole damn pay-per-view.
They did.
Everybody got vacated. Obviously, not everybody.
Well, there was no more CM Punk in the Elite. They were not in the intro, and they sure as hell would not mention. Tony Khan came right out and said that there will now be a Champions Tournament leading up to their next big pay-per-view, which is Grand Slam, I want to say.
I thought it was Full Gear.
Oh, Full Gear.
I don't know. I could be wrong.
No. There was basically, it's called the Grand Slam Tournament of Champions.
Oh,
on September 21st, they are doing
Arthur Ashe Stadium, right?
That's on a Wednesday.
Yeah. That's Arthur Ashe. So it started off with Hangman Page taking on Bryan Danielson, Sammy Guevara taking on Darby Allin.
Wait. That's not how it started. The show started with MJF. After Tony Khan, Tony Khan did a video package saying that they're gonna crown new trios champions, and then there's gonna be a tournament to crown another AEW World Champion.
This time a full World Champion, not an interim. This time,
exactly. AEW
because all the titles were vacated.
Everything was vacated, which means bro, give me all that gold, give me all the jewelry. I gotta go home.
Leave it.
And then MJF came out.
He came out. Oh my God, MJF! Of course, he made it about himself. He did a good job.
I'm sorry, I forgot to show this pic while we were talking about Ace Steel.
Got the ace instead of the dog in him. He's got the ace in him.
I'm sorry. I was but MJF came out and people were like, "Oh, he's a babyface now." No,
just kidding.
Trolling.
And then of course he made mention to Nick Khan.
Oh man, he said the only con that's worth working for is old State.
He said I might take the belt to a real wrestling company to work for the only con, Holly Old Saint Nick with the American roller coaster Cody Rhodes, and work for the game because that's the best for business. Mox comes out, and let me tell you, he hits that promo. I may not like Mox's wrestling, but it was a good promo and put the series.
Moxley's promos are legit.
Yeah.
Like his promos are legit, regardless of how anybody feels about his wrestling. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he's a terrible wrestler. You know, I don't know if I would say wrestler of the year. I wouldn't say nothing like that, but I think he's serviceable. I'll tell you what, when he first showed up, when he first left WWE, you could have made the argument.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I don't see it, but his promos are legit.
They're top notch.
Definitely legit.
They're top notch.
Then after he cut, and you know what? It's crazy because MJF like was hitting all these bells, ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
And Moxley was like, "Yo, this ain't a time. Like you just need to get about the ring."
Supposedly Moxley had the night off and he was called in.
Yeah. He said he was supposed to be on vacation. Well, he was
Yeah.
supposed to be on vacation before all the backstage
Hoopla.
drama happened.
Hoopla.
They had no choice but to call him in.
They're like, sorry, come to
man,
work.
we need you.
The next match, the Death Triangle defeated the Best Friends to become the new AEW Trios champion.
Which is crazy because they lost in the first round.
Yes, they did, and they won it.
But
And
they did.
Pac-
But this was the right choice from jump. It should have
Yeah.
been. They should have at least got past Will Ospreay's
Yeah.
crew, or at least should have made Will Ospreay's crew win the titles or something.
I guess that wasn't in the cards. So, and then Kenny would have died if that happened. So,
he can't beat me in my company.
And Pac is not only the all Atlantic champion, but he's a trios champion. So he is officially 2-pack. So he's
he is 2-pack.
all right. So we're gonna keep it.
It's a 2-pack.
All right, so we're gonna keep it moving. Swerve.
Hold on. They got AEW title, TNT, tag, women.
Way too many. Too many.
TBS,
Too many
trios,
damn belts. Too many damn belts.
All Atlantic,
Too
7
many.
belts.
Too many.
Everybody
belts.
gets a belt.
And then
But
the
they
ROH
got
ones.
207 people on the roster.
And the ROH ones. And the FTW ones. Don't forget those.
Oh man, let's not. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about the FTW. So technically 8.
Yeah, so Swerve in Our Glory and the Acclaimed will be facing off at Grand Slam 2. That was also announced. Swerve came out and did like a heel promo. He interrupted the Acclaimed's rap, so people booed. Tony Storm squashed Penelope.
Swerve.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Tony Storm squashed Penelope Ford.
Daddy ass.
So that was a surprise.
Yeah, I was surprised at that. Actually, Penelope Ford, even though Penelope Ford looked a lot better like in the ring than I thought she did too.
Yeah. She's getting there, but I think she might be hurt. I don't know. Wardlow beat Tony Nese for the TNT title.
That was a squash.
Big time squash. Hook and Action Bronson are actually going to team up against Cool Hand, Angelo Parker, and Daddy Magic Matt Menard for Grand Slam 2.
Can I just say I love Matt Menard's faces.
Yeah.
And any promo, I love he's just got this. He got that gum. Let me tell you, you're not gonna come here. And
he's so intense. He is so intense. It's extra.
I love it, dog.
And now this is the big one. Bryan Danielson beat Hangman Page to advance to the next round to face Chris Jericho next week in the World Title Tournament. Now this is big. Hangman Page was booed on the way to the ring. He was booed because, well, we heard what Punk feels about him. So, and that was your smart choice. Jungle Boy says that he's coming after Christian after he beats up Luchasaurus, which that's going to be ugly. Stokely Hathaway went out to address MJF, and then a staff member cut him out. So we don't really know anything about the stable.
Right.
They talked about Rampage, but the big main event, Daniel Garcia beat Wheeler Yuta to become the ROH
Honor pure
champion.
Champion.
Bryan Danielson shook his hand at the end, and Chris Jericho was pissed. My problem with that is, what the hell was the point of Wheeler Yuta winning that title?
That's why I made that face. Why was he the guy to take it off of Josh Woods? What was the point of taking it off of Josh Woods? And Josh Woods is in the company. What was the point?
What was the point? And then also, why Wheeler Yuta has not had a personality since joining this crew.
Therefore,
you could have set up some form of storyline where Daniel Garcia is like a great student compared to Wheeler Yuta. He could be jealous of Daniel Garcia. You got a feud. You give reasons, but he's been feuding with Daniel Bryan this whole time. What is the point? What's the reason?
They're trying to elevate, like Daniel Bryan is now. What do you guys think? Daniel Bryan putting over Daniel Garcia, or I'm sorry, Bryan Danielson putting over Daniel Garcia. Do you guys and everybody listen? Do you guys feel like Daniel Garcia has been elevated because of Bryan Danielson? What do you think, Mr. Magnificent?
I'd definitely say yes. I mean, anybody that works Bryan Danielson, I won't say anybody. I'll say just about anybody that works Bryan Danielson is going to get elevated. You have to.
Now, let me ask this follow-up question. Do you know what Daniel Garcia looks like?
I would if you didn't just ask me.
I knew it. That's why I asked you first, because I know you wasn't watching.
I did see it. I really did.
Yeah, he did watch it this time. I will say he did.
You watched it?
He did watch it.
Yeah, whatever. So, what do you think? I'm just messing.
It's not like Kip Sabian.
I'm just messing, bro.
It's not like Kip Sabian. Luckily enough, Daniel Garcia, which someone mentioned. Oh yeah, Bryant mentioned he came out with West Side Gun. He had a great entrance.
Somebody says yes, he has. Somebody said no.
Yeah.
What do you think, DB? Do you think he's been elevated?
Yes, but not in the way where it makes sense for him to be elevated. It was kind of stupid the way they've kind of gone about it. They kind of did it backwards, where he beat Danielson, and then Danielson beats him, and then his next match he wins a title. But then he's also had these whiny promos where he's like, Danielson's my hero, but Jericho's my hero. Like, how? How do you build a guy like that? Like,
wait, I just want to know why'd you get dragged off? Like,
that's what it's like, why?
Like, because I'm sitting here like, okay, one thing it showed me that Daniel Garcia can wrestle. Now I know he can wrestle. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Do I consider him a star? No. But at least I know he's legit in the ring. And it's like, that's cool, but just like somebody else said, no personality, bro. Wrestling skills is great, but like, what's going to get you over with the crowd? Like, it can't just be your wrestling. Like, you got to have a personality. There's got to be a reason that people have to be emotionally invested in watching you and wanting you to win or wanting you to lose. Like, there's got to be a reason. What is that? What is your connection to the crowd? Now, Buffalo doesn't count because he's from Buffalo. But what happens when you go to Albuquerque? Like, are people going to care about you in Albuquerque?
Now, here's the thing. If you see his Twitter and if you see all the people he knows, Daniel Garcia's got some personality. Like, he knows a lot of people, like, especially in the hip hop community, and he grew up in the streets. He's got a lot of cool wrestling friends. Like, he's kind of a hood legend in a way.
Boom.
But,
yeah, I mean, look.
But why aren't you using that personality on the screen? Why aren't you using that personality on the screen? Why not? Or why aren't you doing it?
I personally think Daniel Garcia will probably be, I won't say a major player, but I'll say like a notable name. I think he can be a notable name in like 3 to 4 years.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I was going to say 5 to 6, but I think he could do it quicker. I think he can do it quicker, but he's got to like lean into himself.
And I'm not going to lie. I see nothing in Wheeler Yuta. I'm sorry. I still don't get it. I've never got it. You haven't won me over. He can wrestle, but I don't know
what it is about Wheeler Yuta that I
don't get it. I don't get it.
He's he's the square peg in the round hole at the Blackpool Combat Club. Like, he does not fit.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
And it's like that, and they're another. And I'm gonna ask you guys again. Wheeler Yuta being associated with these guys, does Wheeler Yuta being associated with Claudio, John Moxley, Bryan Danielson, William Regal, has he been elevated by being in that group?
Not at all.
Done nothing. It's just as bad as when he was with Best Friends. It does nothing.
He seems like a click hopper.
Oh yeah, he's a homie.
Wait a minute, can you say that?
Click. No, click. Like the click.
Oh Jesus.
That's not come on, man.
I don't know. Put him with Jericho at this point. Maybe Jericho can try. I just don't know. I don't know. But anyway, that's been the week and a half. I felt like it's been a whole month worth of wrestling stuff. 2022 has been the craziest year. Okay. It has been the craziest wrestling year, and we survived a pandemic. Let's just be honest. It is insane. And the Queen died today. Like, come on now.
Man. What's that? It's just entirely too much going on.
It's way too much.
Entirely too much going on.
Undertaker took. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna.
Don't do that.
Digging holes and taking
souls.
Look, hey, I just want to. Oh man, you know what? We was going in so much. I almost. He said, "Hold up, she died." Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
Yeah, it's only been on TV all day long.
Look, before we go, we've got to send a shout out to our only sponsor.
One and only.
Our only sponsor.
Looking for more.
You're trying to get yourself into some good shape. Look, I gained 6 pounds of muscles. 6 pounds of muscle, lost almost 3% body fat by being on EC3's meal plan. Go to www.freeec3.com. Use the code STM for Smash the Mat for 20% off for life. You know, if you thinking about you're trying to get yourself back into shape or get yourself into shape, look, my phone right here, dog. Look, he gives you workout plans. He gives you meal plans. You know,
does he train women too?
He trains everybody.
Oh man.
Yeah, but like if you're willing to be a project, he will take you on. He will take you on. I'm going to my phone right now. Oh man, I gotta log in. I ain't logging in, bro.
Never mind.
Let me try my other phone. Shout out to
T
for endorsing me, not the show.
Phones, one for work and one for my personal.
Yeah. Why? There we go. Yeah. Okay. So here you see you got your meal plan, your personalized workout. You know what I'm saying? If I click on the meal plan, you know, my stuff is a little bit different. It gives you a shopping list. And, you know, let's click on day one. There's a couple things in here. Oh, they switched my breakfast up. Oh, okay.
Oh, you got a new breakfast.
Oh, I like my lunch, salmon, rice, and mixed. I just had that the other day. But yeah, man, so I choose 5 meals a day because I eat a lot. You know what I'm saying? So he gives you plenty of options. If there are certain things that you don't eat, you know what I'm saying, they will adjust it for you. You know what I'm saying? But it's been working for me. I enjoy it. Thank God I get to eat different foods and not the same thing every day. So www.free, that's 3 E's, FREEEC3.com. Use code STM for 20% off for life. And look, and you see him, he's a damn machine. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to look half as diesel as him, and I'll be straight.
And as always, control your nutrition by smashing the diet.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And our unofficial sponsor, can't forget about
Woo Wings. Yeah. Woo woo. Wings, legendary flavors, world championship wings. Woo! Woo Wings. Yeah. Woo.
Somebody to get these damn wings. Come on now.
We need to make a road trip to get these wings. I'm gonna eat that on my cheat day.
Jeez. Wings.
We got to do a whole video and show it on the show when we find these wings.
When we get there, we got to do a show from there. Or just do like a YouTube short and just use it for content. Wait.
Wings. Yeah. Wings. Legendary flavors.
Well, you know what? What are the legendary flavors though?
That's a good question.
Didn't we find the list before?
Don't drag me in with the legendary flavors and don't tell me what it is.
Let's see, Woo Wings. Yeah, let's look those up real quick so we can find out what the legendary flavors.
Because
Wings.
Wait. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? In case you forget.
Woo Wings. Yeah. Woo woo! Wings! Legendary flavors! World Championship wings! Woo! Woo wings! Yeah! Woo!
Wait a minute. Okay, Woo Wings partnership information. I'm intrigued by this.
We can become partners?
No, we have to have a restaurant to be partners.
Look, all I know is when I saw Dark Side of the Ring, the plane ride from hell, anytime I've heard a Ric Flair interview, I never heard him say anything about wings.
No,
like maybe it's like one of those secret talents that everybody doesn't know about.
He's probably made wings for years, and they're like, Rick, you need to sell those. No, brother. No one should get by legendary flavors. Well, I still can't find what the legendary flavors are, so we're gonna have to end for today.
We'll have to show up.
Yeah, we're gonna have to end for today, and then we'll talk about the legendary flavors next time.
We'll definitely do that. Look, you see the banner at the bottom. Shout out to everybody that's been watching us live on our Facebook page, Smash the Mat, and our group, Smash the Mat Discussion, on Twitter, Smash the Mat Pod. You know what I'm saying? I even put it on my personal page, my G Money page. You know what I'm saying? So follow us on everything. You see the ats. You know what I'm saying? Follow us on the ats. We're all over there. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Magnificent, DB, do you guys have anything?
Heartburn.
Listen to Dead Girls Talking podcast. That's a good friend of ours. Minda and Jenna. So listen to it, and nothing else but to do it. So
absolutely. Well, look, you know what we said. Oh, you know what? Oh, so I bought this. Something else I want to show you guys. I bought this the other day before we get up out of here.
Oh yeah, let's see it.
And it's a